So this is my patient coming through today, guys, and this is actually a mixture of skin and wax in here. You can see it's quite a humid ear canal as soon as we look in. We've got this plug of wax in the middle, but what you'll see now is as we start to lift this up, you'll start to see that it all peels really effectively. Yeah. So I think we've got this sort of layer of skin which is wrapping around this wax plug. So we're just going to give this a little bit of a wiggle.
That looked really wet to start with.
It did, didn't it? Because it was such a humid ear canal. I was expecting like really sludgy wax in there.
Irrigation job.
Yeah, exactly. So this is coming away really well. Look at this coming out.
Oh.
That is a lovely kind of husk of skin there.
You could see all the layers kind of.
You could. It would almost look like a petal. Yeah, like a rosebud. Yeah, that's exactly right there. So it's coming away really, really nicely. And then let's have a little look here.
Oh, narrow again.
It is. Yeah, but I've had a string of kind of quite narrow canals recently. They've not been the easiest ones to get out. And just about fit the standard size ulnar tube in there as well.
Oh, easy that's coming out.
I know. Yeah, I was really
Massive
pleased.
Relief.
Really pleased that came away as well as it did. So we got that skin there to the left hand side, that initial skin plug, and then we've got the wax plug right next door to it. So just, I'm going to say 1.5 centimetres. What's that inch? 3/4?
3/4 of an inch.
3/4 of an inch here, guys.
Yeah. And this is a lovely patient that came to see myself on a regular appointment. I think this was a yearly appointment, I want to say. Now we've had a string of really super narrow ear canals on the last few videos. Now this is the standard size ulnar tube. Look how much space we've got around this. And that's because the patient has had a mastoidectomy operation, which essentially the ear canal has just been, it's extremely wide, and you'll see why afterwards. Now, this looked really soft to start with, which is why I started with the suction, and you can see I'm basically just rubbing up against the surface. So it's not going to budge with suction, unfortunately. So we've got the St. Bart's hook now, and what I'm going to try and do is I've gone right to the side here just to try and start peeling this off the ear canal.
Gosh, that's hard, isn't it?
Oh, solid, yeah. I think we have recommended this patient come back every 6 months, but things always crop up, and things get in the way, appointments, and life is busy anyway. So you can see this is just starting to slowly peel away here now.
It's like really thick chewing gum, isn't it?
Yeah. Now, what you sometimes see with mastoidectomy ear canals is there's almost like a shelf. You tend to see this like really deep shelf that's like right up to right up in the corners. It's not really present in this patient's ear canal, so it's a really good job, to be fair. So you can see we're just slowly peeling this away, starting to get some gaps to create. And yeah, I was really kind of hoping this was going to all come away in one go. I was like, come on, get it all out, because it's going to be massive.
Yeah, like your arm.
Yeah.
That is just beastie, isn't it?
That is a pretty good one, to be fair. And I'm just trying to nip the... you can see it's just a little bit too soft in the corner there. Now, me and Rhys were talking about this just now, because we have obviously seen this one already. Now, you'll see afterwards, just in front of where the eardrum is, there's a little bit of like kind of wetness to the ear canal. Now, I don't know if the patient has been keeping this dry, but anyway, you'll see that when we come to it. So I've got the Jobson horn just to try and get that to roll forwards, because obviously the St. Bart's hook was just kind of shearing little trenches through, and that's pretty much what's happening here at the moment.
That is so we think this is hooked into the cavity, is it? Is that what's
going
going on?
This is pretty much going the whole length. But generally, we tend to find this with mastoid operations. Yeah. You generally tend to get quite a large buildup of skin.
That consistency, you can see it's changing there at that back. Where the Jobson horn's going in now, that's a much sort of softer wax there, isn't it? You can see that consistency change.
And you'll see this now as it starts rolling forward. Look, you can see where it's all pulling out of. It's essentially where the recess is. Excuse me. I'm just obviously we're really careful with these. We can never rush any procedure like this anyway. But we're always checking with the patient. How are you feeling? Are you okay? Because look how soft and wet this back end is.
If anything, that's not what you want, because you want to be able to get a good grip behind and draw this forwards, don't you?
Yeah. I'm already pleased actually how well this is coming out so far.
That is so wet. Look at that.
It's like 2 different consistencies front to back. Really strange. Like, look at the size of this when we put this out. I think I get it up to the camera. Look at that.
Wow, that is a chunk.
So there we go. So this is where you can see now it's the front of the ear canal is really wide, and then it just goes to almost like a normal ear canal then when you get quite deep here. And I've just got the fine end on now just to try and get rid of some of these little bits of dry skin that we've got here. You know, trying to get as much as we can.
So there's no obvious sort of perforation or anything there? I'm just looking at this to see if that would account for where the liquid was coming from, where the discharge was coming from, but there's certainly nothing to see.
It's a pretty good looking ear canal. Patient obviously can't use any, or we've advised no drops, just to, you know, be on the safe side, even though the ear drum is, you know, all intact. We generally would suggest no drops with operations.
We try and keep them as dry as you can, don't we? I wonder, excuse me, sorry, I got to read for again. I know.
It's the atmosphere.
It is, it's so dry. But what we can, I think what may account for that is sometimes if you've got those little gaps above, if the patient has accidentally got their ears wet, if they've stepped in the shower and got water in their ears, it would pool behind that solid plug. You'll
see this here now. I'm just slowly making my way in. There we are. You can see that. Anyway, you can see that wetness. It's just, it's like water, just clear liquid.
Now you'll get this if you've got a perforation, you'll get this sort of mid-ear fluid leak in through the perforation, but that eardrum's intact. There's no obvious sign of a hole there at all.
I do take a little look up into that corner in a second. Because normally it kind of, I'm explaining this as I'm kind of looking at the video now, but it normally kind of goes almost 90 degrees and then kind of folds back in on itself, but it's quite a smooth one, to be fair. Not even sure if you can hear my stomach on the microphone, sorry.
Yeah, both of those are going this one.
Just going crazy. Is there a little bit left in that corner there? I can see a couple of little spots of a light reflex there. There we are, little tiny bit left. I'm happy with the results there, though. To be fair, that's a pretty good result. Mastoidectomies or mastoid operation cleaning can be quite tricky, and usually quite messy.
Do you know what? It's, like I said, with the mastoid, you'd expect a shelf. It's almost like they've done an ear canal winding almost there, isn't it? It's a funny one. It's not a classic how I'd expect the classic mastoidectomy to look.
Look at that. You got wide, you got width and length on this.
Length and girth.
Length and girth. It's only 1.5 centimeters, but I would probably say that's about 1 centimeter thick as well.
Yeah, it probably is. Look at that. That is chunky. That is chunky. Well, guys, thanks again for watching the video today. And if you do enjoy the videos, you can always like, heart, share, follow, and subscribe for me. If you have ear problems yourself, make sure to check out the link tree in the description. You can book yourself an appointment by yourself or the lovely Mr. Taylor Green. But as always, guys, take care of yourselves.
Take care of your ears.
And take care of one another. And we shall see you again real soon. Bye, everybody.
Bye.